Hello again, my YouTube friends. So I took a little break from the last video. Let's see, it was Vincent's Tale, the bedroom, and Vincent's Tale all in one. I went back and just watched the video I made because I'm still learning, and I just wanted to make sure there weren't any glaringly obvious mistakes that I could fix before I do the next one. But definitely highlighted the fact that there's a lot that I missed that I didn't talk about that I would have loved to talk about, but it was already a 30-minute video. So, you know, maybe sometime what I would really love to do is actually just go back and do some deep dives of Ren's video. I feel like Ren deserves more than just an initial reaction. He's so deep and starts conversations, and I feel like his music deserves just that deep dive. You know, just down the rabbit hole we go. So if anyone would be interested in hearing like a deeper breakdown, a more thorough breakdown, please let me know in the comments below. And then what time is it? 3 o'clock? Okay, I was starting to run out of time, so I was tempted to skip straight to Starry Night, but I really wanted to watch all of this in order. I really wanted to get the full experience, so we're just going to try to cram this in. This video should be a little bit shorter, and let's get going over here.
Yes! Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was Brawl Dog. Yes! Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was Brawl Dog. Alright, we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive now coming in. Some new cat who goes by the name of Ren. This one right here is I Don't Give Two Fucks. Neither does a virgin.
Starving for some food for thought, I hide away. I'm a student of a melancholy prodigy, catching supernovas falling from the Milky Way.
Is that a human or an angel singing?
Don't shy away, maybe I'll get high today.
Pretty sure it's an angel. But why are they force-feeding an angel pills? Just wondering.
I get stuck. Don't shy away, maybe I'll get high today. I get stuck.
A man has died after being stabbed last night in the shopping district of London Paddington. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Edmund Lockridge, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, the billionaire founder of Lockridge Incorporated. The company has been at the centre of several recent controversies, though police have stressed there is no indication at this stage that the attack is connected. A 34-year-old man from Shepherd's Bush was arrested at the scene and remains in custody.
Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 last night, emergency services were called to this pedestrian strip on Parade Street, Paddington. Witnesses describe a heat altercation followed by Mr. Lockridge collapsing from stab wounds. Vincent Gavon, described by neighbours as quiet and someone who kept to himself, was detained minutes later. Police say they are keeping an open mind on motive, including whether the attack was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon, police and ministers responded to the growing public concern. We take you there now.
At approximately 3:09 this morning, Vincent Gavon was charged with murder. Our deepest condolences go to the Lockridge family. As this is an ongoing investigation, further comment would be inappropriate.
Our deepest condolences. That didn't really sound very sincere, but okay, of course, someone else has died. Shocking. And a Ren tale. Yeah, but I thought that he had stabbed the guy who he stole the guitar from, because I thought that this guitar, that guy had been following him and was maybe trying to get this guitar back. So, guess this definitely will call for that rewatch I was talking about for sure.
Will this be treated as an act of extremism? We're keeping an open mind.
Minister, is this a sign of a wider breakdown in public safety?
What happened last night is not just an attack on an individual, but on the values that underpin our society. The Prime Minister will be reviewing measures to ensure crimes of this nature face the toughest possible response.
She looks dead inside. Just so over it. So over everything. Like, she couldn't be bothered by this situation. Also, okay. Why are we as a society so focused on punishment? Like, yes, there should be some consequences to things, like natural consequences for sure, but I really feel like, you know, a lot of these crimes are an indication of larger societal problems. You know, like if theft is going up, maybe it's an indication that people can't afford their lives. You know, maybe we can work on things to improve people's quality of life. I mean, there's going to be some people who are just not great, even if we do some to make those changes. But I think overall, if our society was more focused on connection and compassion, a lot of crime would go away. You know, if people are so stressed out, you know, violent crimes probably go up. I mean, I'm not an expert, but those are just some initial thoughts. Okay, back to the half-dead woman trying to pretend like she cares.
Thank you, Minister. Lord Lockridge! There's been some accusations that your company's practices...
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Attempts to justify or rationalize this crime are beneath contempt. And that is all I have to say on the matter.
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Yes, his son was murdered, and that should probably be the focus overall of this situation, but two things can be true at once. Nice gaslighting.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
In an extraordinary turn, the public have been left completely divided. Some of the population see Vincent as a new age devil, whilst others see him as a modern-day hero, striking a blow against the status quo.
I'm stood outside the courthouse, and although officials have described this as an open and shut case, you can see there's clear public divide between support and condemnation for Vincent Gavon. Back to you.
With the suspect now formally charged, the question remains: a sign of something deeper in Britain today.
Jesus Christ. What a load of shit.
Compliance. Life without passion is a world without violence. From the same Lockridge Industries laboratories that brought the world's first medication formulated to heal the global economy, Envian. Comply More, a new, groundbreaking series of treatments, is here to change the world all over again. Finally, an alternative to the responsibilities faced in modern-day relationships. Throughout history, human minds have been afflicted with absurd delusions, such as individuality and fairness. Are your children starting to develop their own personalities as they grow? Are you tired of waking up every day and having to pretend to listen to other people prattle on about their right to self-expression? But that can all stop with just 2 easy-to-swallow tablets taken before, after, and during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous ankle jingling, unexpected emotional flash mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S, sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Sudden inability to pronounce the letter S. Okay, you know what? It's a little chilly, and I think I want to be cozy here. So, oops, hopefully, there we go. Not cover up the mic. Okay, that was hilarious. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more about that. That was really funny. Actually, yeah, when Prozac first came out, they prescribed it for like everything. It was developed as antidepressant, but they prescribed it to cure things like shyness. So yeah, I'm not completely against medications. I think that there is a time and a place for medications, but yeah, this idea that we can just medicate for anything that we don't want is really interesting. Oh, also, was that what they were shoving down Ren's throat in the beginning?
Good evening and welcome to Britannia Speaks, where the nation debates the issues that matter most. Tonight, Vincent Gavon, charged with the murder of Edmund Lockridge. Who is he? It's a tragedy that has sparked outrage, division and a national conversation. On our panel tonight, Sir Douglas Kane, former Chief of Police. We have Dr. Aston Tolliday, political scientist. We have Cassie Blaze, who is an actress, influencer and former contestant on the TV dating show Swipe Right Forever. We have Percy Price, Professor of Psychosurgical Medicine at Cambridge University. So, without further ado, let us go to our first question from the audience.
Okay. I had seen Ren do a little introduction of the Percy figurine, so I've been wondering when he was going to show up. Also, I love Ren in that costume.
Thank you. My question is, has Britain lost control of its streets? I work 2 jobs, finish at midnight, and honestly, I can't afford to change my shift, but I don't feel safe. My niece is 14 and won't go out after dark, and all the politicians are just arguing on a Twitter instead of doing, well, anything really. Should we feel safe, or is it over for this country?
Take this one, Sir Douglas.
Yeah, it's quite simple. Britain has gone soft. The people in charge of our legal system now have absolutely no backbone. Now, back in my day, they get punished and punished properly. These days, it seems that you get a TikTok account and some sort of documentary on Netflix. And I'm sorry, but you should be afraid. You really should. The people who run this country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect, it's exactly that thinking.
Yes, it comes from somebody who knows about criminals. This structural inequality does nothing. What are you going to tell me next? That road cones have feelings and emotions?
Actually, what we're seeing is the collapse of social support networks, rising poverty.
I was just saying that.
Inequality of wealth.
That's absolute rubbish. People aren't being stabbed because of inequality. They're doing it because they can, and we're letting them.
Really don't think people just want, just as baseline, just want to hurt other people. Things in our society move people in that direction.
Yeah!
Let me. I gotta crack my neck and back sometimes.
Break this up slightly and bring in Cassie here. What would you say?
Well, I think that...
Oh, my God!
I think maybe you're both right. Like, Sir Douglas here thinks we should be hard, but Dr. Tolliday thinks we should be soft and gentle. I personally think it's nice with a mix of hard and gentle.
Excellent point, Cassie. Yeah, the audience loves it, which brings us to our next question, really. Should Vincent face the harshest punishment, do you think?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, let's set an example. Let's be harsh. Let's give him the worst we can do. Let's brand him. Let's publicly humiliate him, whatever needs. We've got to stop people from doing these offences. We've got to make crimes that are as unappealing as possible.
That's that's medieval. Every study shows that harsher punishments...
I'm sorry,
In fact...
I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry. This study stopped someone from getting murdered in Paddington last night? No. Now, you can make statistics and anything you want as long as you want, but it's not going to stop a blade from going into your gut, and nor is your PhD.
What works is investment in communities.
Oh, yes, brilliant. So welfare handouts to youth clubs so that some of these thugs can do interpretive dance for their feelings.
It's called therapy.
Called a waste of money.
What do you think, Cassie? What would you say?
Well, I don't even know Vincent, but if it makes everyone feel safer, I think we should just punish him, right? Like,
Off with his head!
the vibes are what's important here. So if he's gonna bring the bad vibes, I think he should do the time, honey.
This feels too real. Bringing on actual experts, even if they disagree. But then you bring on the influencer whose opinion is treated as equally as the people who are more familiar with the situation. Yeah. The vibes are what's important. And she said, if it's going to make people feel better, punish him. Doesn't matter if that's going to prevent crime in the future. If that prevented crime, I just don't think we'd have crime to the levels that we do. So yeah, just do it to make us feel better. Just punish him to make us feel better. I'm not saying that someone who murders someone should just walk free. I don't really know what the exact answer is, but I agree more with the doctor lady. So far, Percy hasn't said a word, but investing in communities. I think that's the answer.
I'm sorry, this isn't about vibes.
Yeah.
This is about dealing with issues systemic.
Final thought on this, Sir Douglas.
Final thought. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Yay! All right, well, that brings us to the final question. What does this all mean for the future of Britain?
Well, it means war. It means war. The public are at danger. We've been wrapped in this sort of bubble wrap. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have the soldiers on the streets right now.
The real war is with inequality. Vincent is a symptom, not a cause. If we don't address the root cause...
The root cause is if he'd not picked up a weapon and picked up a job application instead.
Well, I think that we should just be nicer to each other, you know?
Be nicer!
Like, if we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And, like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to, they found out about each other and it was a right mess. They wanted to have a talk about it. So I just turned my phone off, went to the back garden with a matcha martini and meditated, like, really hard. And honestly, that solved all of my problems. So I think we should
Out of time, so I'm going to say thank you to our panel, but also Professor Price. You've been rather quiet sitting there, made a lot of notes. Do you have any insights to share with us?
Yes. You people talk of punishment, yes? Policy, poverty, and whatever it is you're talking about, but crime is not a social issue. No. It is a neurological one. It is a matter of circuitry, misfiring impulses, faulty wiring in the prefrontal cortex. You see, we can punish, yes, and punish and punish. Naughty boy. yeah. But nothing ever changes, right? And why? Because we are disciplining behavior when we could simply repair the machine. You, sir, would you imprison or jail a lamp simply for flickering? No, of course not. It would be preposterous. It would be absurd. You would simply acquire a new bulb. Well, Vincent is a broken lamp. And I have a new light bulb.
Well, you heard it here first. With that, it is good night from us.
Look, we haven't even had a proper debate.
We'll see you all same time next week. Join us then. Good night.
Hesitant to stop it before the very, very end, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's just play the last episode. Okay, no. That was it. Wait, the first night. That's the one we just did, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Percy is from this company with the, what was it called? Comply More medication. Okay, so next, Vincent's Tale. Okay, where's the next one? Oh, that was really good though. And like, the interviewer just cut off the I don't remember what her name was. The lady doctor. She was like in the middle of saying something, and she just put the floor right back to the former police chief guy. What was that called? The first night? Vincent's Tale. Tale the second night? Okay, the second night. Official live stream. Is this the one we want? Why does it look like... Why does it look like I already watched it? I didn't watch this. I hate that sometimes. YouTube does that. Makes it really hard for me to figure out if I've already watched something. Sometimes I'm like, oh, wait, did I see this already? And it looks like it's played, but then I start to watch it and it hasn't. Okay, anyway. Here we go.
My junk. The ladies are going wild over that one. I got a feeling there's going to be some babies made. Now we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive coming in. For the second time now, I'm starting to get hot flashes. Another entry from Ren. Called the CDC. This one is crisis to crisis.
Run from the shame. Have you ever gave your love away?
Still fucking.
Red with that wig. Oh my god. Like 80s hairband. Oh my god, I love it.
Shit.
I'm sick of it. I'm actually done. I can't be in this house any longer with this actual bunch of idiots. How can it possibly be that when me and Johnson are on a date and it's just us, he is the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate man, ticks every fucking box, and the second that we step foot back into this house, he's around all of his mates again, beating on their chest like fucking gorillas, all of that out the window. I just can't believe, like, when Mike's getting super drunk, as he always does, and just being his stuck-up, arrogant, slimy, snaky little self, thinks he's God's fucking gift to women, thinks that just because he has a six-pack, barely, that he's something special. He's not. And I just know for a fact that every single girl at home is thinking the exact same thing as me. He's disgusting. I'm getting to the point now where I actually wish that I didn't vote off Pigman. Because he might have been a pig, but at least he was a man. Do you know what I mean?
Pigman.
Coming up.
Young, dumb, and full of sun. But I feel like that could definitely have been a reality show back in the early 2000s, for sure. Unlike MTV2.
Sorry, it's the travel gives me nose issues.
It's Knox Hill! What? Oh my gosh, okay. This is, the other one I understood kind of the point of that one a little bit more earlier on. So I know that this is going to get there, but I'm still not seeing it quite yet. And so I'm just excited to see where this is going. Okay. Hi, Knox.
Fly on over to the UK, they said, Hank Hankerson. Come do the news for us. Great job. You want to go out for a drink? Sure. Come drink our lukewarm pints. What is this? Tea? Please. Coffee bitches on that. Hey, how you doing? This is our co-employee, Susan. Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you. Wake up the next day after blacking out. Hi again, Susan. Nice to meet you. What you doing in my shower? Want to say hi on FaceTime to my wife? No, okay. Thank God I signed a prenup. Over to Hugh Moss for today's weather.
Trying to kill some time here because I honestly am seeing two of what's going on the teleprompter, and there's just a green screen behind me, so I have no idea whether the weather is weathering, but I know that there was snow flowing last night, if you catch my drift. A few of us did. Anyway, I will pass you over to the floozy with the newsies. Susan from the news. Good night. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Your social media company, Soulfeed, has been under a lot of public scrutiny recently. I assume you've heard of the accusations that the platform has been censoring the name Vincent Gavon and limiting posts from users.
Look, Sarah, listen. The answer is actually surprisingly simple. I mean, we couldn't believe it when we found out. It was possums.
Possums?
Migrating ones. You see, in our server rooms, we have an incredibly complex network of cables, everyone attributed to each citizen of the United Kingdom. And last night, a herd of possums snuck in, and the cable associated with Vincent Gavon chewed right through it. What are the chances this week?
Okay, I actually did see that little part on like a clip or YouTube short or something. I didn't know it was going to be in here, but that is hilarious. Like anyone's going to believe all these stupid excuses that the head of these companies try to come up with. I think we're stupid.
Guys, this is one of the most haunted car parks in Britain. You can feel the presence. I definitely felt different vibes coming from over here. Oh, crikey. We're getting a six. A 6 on the spirit meter.
What does it go up to?
4. If there are any...
Wait, did he say we're getting a 6 on the spirit meter, but it only goes up to a 4? That's funny. That's funny.
Any ghostly presences among us, please make yourself known. Hello. Please. Wait. I'm going to attempt to make contact with the spirit realm. Okay. Gotta be very careful. Okay. Ghost. If you can hear me, please make 3 knocks. Oh my God. Wait, was that?
That was 4 knocks. That was 4. He said 3. Anyway, this is hilarious. I don't really watch the ghost hunters and those ghost shows, but I do like listening to ghost stories. But this reminds me of a show like that my grandma would have watched. Just silliness. I love it.
Was that 4?
It was 4.
Go! If you can hear me, please make 3 knocking sounds.
Oh, so yeah, that's definitely 4.
Oh, it's probably not a ghost. Oh. Holy hand balloons. The spirit on there is literally going crazy right now. It's all over the place. I'm getting 4s, 5s. Wait, I'm getting a very strong read. Wait, hold.
It's coming through really loud.
I'm getting an 18. I've never seen an 18 before. Josh, I think he might be a ghost.
What?
I think he might be dead. Wait, guys, cut the camera.
I'm scared.
Games, incredible games. How's it going? Wait, don't even bother asking. You already know. Gareth Games, a.k.a. the pre-workout assassin, a.k.a. Lord of the Lats. And you already know the score. Let's get ripped. To the core, baby. Let's go.
Lord of the Laughs. Holy hand balloons. Okay, so I think I kind of see. I'm still not 100% sure how this like ties in with Vincent's tale and the Starry Night thing, but definitely see that it just looks like, you know, somebody's just consuming a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of junk television, really, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with junk TV. We all enjoy it, a guilty pleasure. But that just does seem to be like, maybe that's kind of the point, is like there's a serious story going on, but here we are, we're just watching all this kind of nonsense.
Lads, listen, I am operating on 0 calories, 10 grams to the decimal place of creatine monohydrates, and 6,000 grams of caffeine right now. I can practically see sound. If you want to be hench, hit the bench. Bars for days, lads. Let's go. Manifest. That's law of attraction 101. If you think hard enough, your glutes will grow. That's quantum booty mechanics. Simple.
It was a night like any other night. You see that cat right there? That's Timmy Two Knuckles. And he didn't get his name from fighting. He got his hand stuck inside a panini press down on 5th Avenue. But here's the thing about Timmy Two Knuckles. He was a stone cold son of a bitch.
You think that's funny?
The possums. Percy. Blast that mofo off, you don't piece, alright? Okay. Wait, how long does this have left? Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely enjoying this, and yeah, you cannot knock Ren's acting skills. They're amazing.
إذا
I'm told the jury and public are now being asked to take their seats in the courtroom, and the judge will soon be asking for opening statements. Stand by whilst we wait. The case of the Crown versus Vincent is about to begin.
Okay, we've made it past all the entertaining noise. And we're off to Vincent Mangone and court. You guys, it just hit me that the tune that was playing when she shot the arrow at that guy, trying to get the apple, and it went through his heart, it went through his chest. Wheels on the Bus. I don't know, it just clicked.
Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you see before you is not a man consumed by rage or madness. You see an animal, a predator, a man bitter with his own circumstance but unable to take responsibility, who took no consideration for anyone around him and destroyed a life. Vincent Gavon shows no remorse, no grief, not even the pretense of sorrow for the heinous act he committed. As for Edmund Lockridge, a promising, hard-working young man, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, heir to the Lockridge estate, who gave so much to this country. His reward was to bleed to death on a London pavement. The punishment must fit the crime, not only as justice for Edmund, but protection for all of us.
Members of the jury, my client is not a monster. He is a man who worked hard and was compensated barely enough to keep his head above water. He lived quietly, respectfully, faded into the background, like working class people are so often asked to do. Don't complain, don't cause trouble, keep going. What happened that night was not calculated. It was not targeted. It was not political. It was a combination of too much alcohol and clumsy behaviour, a moment born not from hatred, but from exhaustion, the kind that builds after years of being overlooked, underpaid, and ground down by a system that says your life is your fault, whilst offering nothing to help you change it.
Get to the point, Miss Hall.
Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Garvon is under immense stress. Isolation, debt, drink, all of which severely impacted his judgment and mental health.
Excuses.
Explanations. Context matters.
Order. Keep it relevant.
Vincent, if you could tell the court how you feel, anything, please.
Okay, before we go and hear Vincent's words, I don't know what the answer is to change things, but I really dislike how the point of court is to have one side, like you have your incident and one side is supposed to spin it into one story, you know, make it look as bad as possible, the prosecution. There's no nuance to anything. They're making it look as bad as possible. But then the defense, or the other side, because maybe it's not a criminal case. Maybe it's even something like a divorce. One side has to spin it one way, and the other side has to spin it the other way. When really there's a lot of nuance and things are probably more in the middle, more here, but you have to try to, each side has to give it a spin in as far as the opposite direction as possible, and I find that really frustrating. So anyway, you can see that clearly that they're doing this here. Oh, what happened?
Heartless bastard!
Hello, love. Yeah. No, just get a Chinese. That's alright then. Sausage and mash should be fine. Alright then. I'll see you later. Bye.
You were working at the Druid's Head that night.
Yeah. He came in just before closing, ordered a pint, sat down, kept on drinking. Quiet, polite, nothing odd at first.
What made you remember him?
He came in a lot, almost every day after work. Just sitting there, not really saying much, not much of a chatter. Had a feeling he was a bit of a wrong un.
To your knowledge, did he know the victim?
Not from what I could tell. He didn't talk to anyone. But he looked like a man who had his mind made up.
Objection. Speculation.
Sustained.
I seen him nick that poor guy's guitar, the homeless guy. He grabbed it right out of his hands. Imagine stealing from the homeless. Like, how evil do you have to be? I could sense it on him.
Objection. Sensing evil is no grounds for prosecution.
But I could sense it on him. I could smell it in the air. I could smell the evil.
Enough. The jury will retire in due course. For now, this court is adjourned.
Fucking punk. Look in your arms. Walk.
Why is there 50 seconds? Okay, let's just kind of jump through this. Okay, nothing there. All right, I found that interesting. And oh, there's a third night. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I really wanted to watch Starry Night today. But I really wanted to watch everything in order. So now I have to decide, do I watch the third night and possibly not get to Starry Night today? Or do I skip the third night and go to it later? I think I really want to watch it in order, so okay. Did I do okay, the third night? Yeah, how long is this one? Because I feel like this is already what? Why are you starting in the middle? I have not watched this. Although sometimes on my phone, sometimes when I'm on my phone, like maybe it automatically started the next video and then I'm like, wait, I can't watch this. Press pause, take off my headphones, and then come back and realize that, you know, like maybe go to the bathroom or do something real quick, come back and realize it's actually been playing the whole time. So that could be what happened. Anyway, I'm not trying to like prove to you that I haven't seen this or anything. This is more just me like expressing my frustrations with the inaccuracy of YouTube's records on whether or not you watch something. Okay, 21 minutes. Let's go ahead and do this, and then maybe I'll have time for Starry Night. Perhaps. Actually, I changed my mind. This is 20 minutes. I think I better make a new video. So, thank you for... Oh, hold on. We're going to do this. Huh, look, I remembered to do things. Okay. So, again, thank you for joining me. Put your thoughts in the comments. I definitely would love to hear what people are thinking about things. And yeah, I'm sorry. And I'll see you next time. So let's go. All right.